Sinelli tosses it in, and it's knocked out of play on that bicycle kick by Heb, with 39:15 to play here in the first half. Sirianni almost had it taken away, and she'll send it to that far corner. Nisbet will come out of net, and she'll touch it to Tarantino. Heb, give and go action with Tarantino on that far sideline. It's knocked out of play. Last touch by Tarantino or Callis. So it'll be a throw in for Wilmington on the far sideline. And for Post, the rest of the season is all conference play except for that October 24th game when they play in Spark Hill, New York against St. Thomas Aquinas College. So that'll be, for the rest of the season, the only time they play an out-of-conference match. And you can just not overstate how crucial these in-conference games are, as they really shape you up for that CACC tournament in November. So we'll have our third corner kick here of the first half with 7 minutes played for the Wildcats. It's been an auspicious first few minutes here for the Wildcats, able to move the ball down the field as the wind takes that ball out of the corner. Line drive kick towards the net. It was cleared out. Lucic with a boot that might have gotten deflected by a Eagle defender, or did Nisbet get a hand on that? Either way, it was last touch by the Eagles with 37:20 to play here in the first half. That was a strike there by Anna Lucic, the junior midfielder, stands at 5'6" from Germany. And that ball is cleared out by Tarantino. Beautiful ball there from Sierra Tarantino as Nakashima comes out of net, way out of net towards midfield to retrieve it.
Press it! Come in here!
Jordan Callis, the CACC Rookie of the Week, tries to lead Kloetzer. Reached Kloetzer the first year. Kloetzer and Callis are seeming to have a chemistry forming here in the early stages of this 2023 campaign. 2 first years for Renata Topoli's squad. They've really showed out. Here's to start, as that's a nice theft by McGee, and that shot is wide left of the net. And Jordan Callis leading the team in goals at 2 goals. She has 4 points on the season. Ball in midfield for the Wildcats, looking to get something going here with 35:40 to play here in the first half. Julia Uhas. It's intercepted by Asamoah. Here comes Lydia Asamoah on the far side, on the near side. Touches it to Sirianni. Sirianni had Asamoah on the give and go action. Asamoah frustrated that she didn't receive the ball. And that is a dangerous play here for the Eagles. And Nisbet forced to come out of the net and trip up Evelyn Payne. Some sloppy defense there from the Eagles led to the almost breakaway. And again, Nisbet forced to commit the penalty there on Payne. So it appears as we will have a penalty kick. So this will be our first penalty kick of the game. Manuela Restrepo will take the PK. She wears number 4 on the back of her jersey. Here's the shot. It's in! And Wilmington takes a 1-0 lead with not even 10 minutes gone here in the first half. That is Restrepo's third goal on the season. And a big one that puts Wilmington up 1-0. A costly error there from the Eagles defense. And then Aaron Nisbet being forced to come out of net and make an aggressive play leads to a PK for Wilmington. And now they lead 1-0. Restrepo once more. Not able to get a proper foot on it, and she'll work it back to Lucic. Lucic now to Payne on that far side. The theft by Tarantino. Callis now on crossing midfield. Callis gets met by some Wildcats. And we get a push in the back there on Agostinelli. So it'll be a free kick here for Wilmington right inside of midfield as they lead 1-0. If you're just tuning in, Manuela Restrepo had that penalty kick, and she put it into the bottom left corner to give Wilmington a 1-0 lead. The first shot on goal results in a goal for the Wildcats. So here's the free kick. High kick towards the middle. It's a nice ball. The header by McGee. Now it's Asamoah here on the near side. Asamoah. Nice slide tackle there from Julia Uhas. The 5'1" midfielder from Huntington Town, Maryland, with a beautiful tackle. So the throw in here on the near side for the Eagles. Kloetzer sends it back. And that is soars out of play. So there'll be a throw in here for the Wildcats here on the near side. Marino to trigger, as that is hit out of play. Last touch by the Wildcats, so a throw in here for the Eagles. Kloetzer not able to get the proper foot on it, and we'll have another throw in here for the Wildcats. 33-15 to play here in the first half.
Higher, Brianna! Higher! Yes! Brianna, get higher!
Well, the throw in a little closer to the net for the Wildcats. 12 minutes played here in this first half.
When you get the ball, you need to open. Stay center of the goal.
The Wilmington coaches calling out some shots here on the Wildcat sideline.
Open up, Evelyn.
Restrepo goes to that far side. It is White. Alicia White with a nice ball, and that is wide left of the net. Beautiful ball there from White.
Alicia, yourself.
And those are the type of looks that Wilmington has had here in the early going of this one. They're just able to control the ball a lot better than the Eagles have been able to. So I have a corner kick here in the left corner for Wilmington. Nice ball. Sails. And that header is wide left of the net. A good look there for the Wildcats. That was Maria Leguizamon with the header there.
Well done, Maria. Well done, Maria.
Maria getting some applause
Sharon, you gotta drop
from her
off.
coaches.
Let's go together! Go together!
As it is Heb fighting with it. Ball goes to the near side. It's Callis. Back to Heb. Heb leads a nice ball towards McGee, and we get an offsides there.
Jules, you gotta go there, Jules. You got close space in there. Can't drop off that. Hey, let's go.
31-10 to play here in the first half.
Go, Sharon.
Wilmington now will look to push it. Nice passing here from Wilmington. A nice ball towards that far corner. Dangerous play there, and Nisbet falls on it. It just looks like this Eagles squad is a little slow to start here in this one. Wilmington has just put the pressure on and has come ready to play. little bit of a weak kick there. But Asamoah now with an opportunity here on the near side. Asamoah frustrated as that goes out of play. Last touch by her. With 30-20 to play here in the first half. Nearly 15 minutes gone here in this one. Asamoah leads it for Cloetzer. Cloetzer not able to get there, and Leguizamon will send it back to her keeper. 30 minutes to play here in the first half. Nice ball sent down that far sideline. Here's Payne now, angling towards the middle. Evelyn Payne running with some teammates. It is congested in that middle of the field, and now it's Callis coming to get it here on the near side. Ground ball kick towards midfield, broken up by the Wildcats.
Go the other way! Other way!
Leguizamon tracked down by Cloetzer.
Forward! Movement! Got a foul! Get up, Sharon!
As we have our first substitutions in here for the Eagles. Zoe Meyer into the game for Sierra Tarantino. Meyer wears number 3 on the back of her jersey from Fitchburg, Massachusetts. She's a sophomore, and she stands at 5'1", and she plays defense for this Eagles squad. Some nice header right there. Lucic trying to fight with Agacinelli, and now that's a high kick coming here on the near sideline. Will it stay in play? Yes, it will. Nice play there from McGee to keep it in play. Sirianni now. Uhas leads it for Payne. Payne back to Uhas. Uhas with a nice ball. Oh, this is some nice ball movement from Wilmington. What a save by Nisbet. She bails out the Eagles as Restrepo almost had her second goal of the first half. There, Nisbet. What a save right there. It was kicked right at her, but it had a lot of velocity on it. And she was able to make the save. Big play there from Nisbet. So we'll have a corner kick here in the left corner for Wilmington. They've had 2 shots on goal. One went into the back of the net on that PK from Restrepo. Now here is a line drive kick. Clear it out of play. Incoming is White. And the Eagles are all over her. Restrepo now. Asamoah here on the near side. Asamoah tries to lead Cloetzer. Leguizamon will just hit it out of play. So we'll have a throw in here for the Eagles here on the near sideline, right at midfield, with 27:15 to play here in the first half. Haley McGee will toss it in. Nice throw there from McGee. She has a lot of power on that over-the-head throw-in. And it is Alyssa Hebb coming in with the theft. Hebb gets a shot on net wide left.
Evelyn, you can drop there. Get a better angle. Go wider and drop.
So 26:45 remaining here in this first half. 1-0 Wilmington. And you could really tell that this is an in-conference matchup as both teams are very ferocious here on the pitch. And they know what's at stake here. They know that they are playing against an in-conference opponent. As we went back to the post-University Classic back 2 weeks ago, when Post played teams like Pace, University of New Haven, and those were out-of-conference games, so the intensity was there, but not to the level that it is here today. And these teams, it feels like that they know each other to an extent that they don't know out-of-conference teams. Right, it sounds like they know a lot of the personnel on both squads. And this Wilmington team has come out with a fantastic game plan here to start, as we'll have a free kick here for the Eagles as we get a foul called on Wilmington. It'll be Heb to kick it on that far sideline inside of midfield. She sends a high arcer boot, and it's broken up by Wilmington. Restrepo with the lone goal here for the Wildcats. She'll turn on the Jets here on the near sideline. She'll slow it down as that ball is in midfield now. Kloetzer will come to get it. Uhas battling with Kloetzer, the two number 10s on both squads. 20 minutes played here in the first half. 25 to go. That is a dangerous ball sent towards the middle. Uhas will wisely go back to her keeper. Leguizamon now. Left kick boot. Downfield. Knocked out of play by Agostinelli. And yeah, it's not just the players that seem so locked in here on this matchup. The coaches are also into it here. And you just cannot afford to lose in conference games. We'll have our first substitution coming in for the Wildcats. It's Amelia Larson wearing number 18 on the back of her jersey checking into the game. The 5'6" junior. She's a forward. 24:05 remaining here in the first half. 1-0 Wildcats.
Get on the ball. Get your lungs back. Late to it because you're trying to get the puck. Do the work early, slide in position with the ball, and then you come, right?
So have a free kick here for Leguizamon here on the near sideline. It's a beautiful ball right in front of the box. Header out there by Sirianni, I believe, and then it's knocked out of play by Callis. Or excuse me, no, it was knocked out of play. Yeah, it was knocked out of play actually by Wilmington. So it'll be a throw in here for the Eagles on that far sideline. Stiles with the line drive kick downfield. Broken up by White. Now incoming is Meyer, a little overzealous there. And good sportsmanship helping up her opponent up on her feet. 22:50 remaining here in the first half. It'll be a throw-in on that far sideline for the Wildcats. Gabby Corciani. Excuse me, no, we'll have a free kick here for Corciani. She wears number 30 on the back of her jersey. The 5'8" sophomore will send it away towards the box. Beautiful ball. The header by Payne. Meyer tries to clear it out. Now it is Larson angling to that near sideline.
Bring it, open it up, Evelyn, open up! Evelyn, open! Movement.
Corciani on the far side, right at midfield.
Gabby, excellent.
Uhas. They get it back to Corciani, and she'll send a nice ball towards the box. Broken up by Larson. Now here comes Uhas. Give and go action here. Uhas sends it right off of the head of Heb. And that is knocked out of play with 21:40 to play here in the first half.
Wildcat 2.
Gabby,
Wildcat 2.
take that space there.
Breathe.
Air forward, full step, and it opens up all that
Breathe.
room for Julia there. Keep doing that. Excellent.
So we'll have a corner kick here in the left corner for the Wildcats.
Julie, you gotta get on the post, Jules! Get on the post!
Ground ball kick. Broken up. And now the ball is near midfield. Lucic with a loft. Stiles comes in to break it up.
Jules, you gotta get on the post there! Anna, and let it play a little wider on the post. Let's go! Yes.
Uhas. Nice juke there. Sirianni able to recover, and she'll touch it to Asamoah here on the near side, but out of Asamoah's reach. It'll be throwing here for the Wildcats on the near side.
Higher, Brianna! Higher!
And they call a foul on the Eagles, as Restrepo got tripped up. 25 minutes played here in the first half. 20 minutes to play here in this opening half. So it'll be a free kick here for the Wildcats. Brianna Wands will do the honors here on the near side. The whistle sounds. Wands. A nice ball. Swallowed up by Nisbet. The back line for post, sending it down the field, as that will sail out of play. It'll be a throw-in for the Wildcats on that far sideline. In their defensive zone, 19 minutes of play here in the first half. Larson has Agostinelli right on her back, and that's knocked out of play by Marino. Uhas now. It's a nice touch to Larson. Restrepo had it taken away by Sirianni. She didn't see her. Hem gets involved, sends it to Salas. Callis on that far sideline. Callis not able to receive it, but Meyer comes to get it. But they say Meyer is out of play. This Wildcats team looked like they have had a nice game plan on Jordan Callis. She's not really been able to get much momentum here in this one. Her players have been trying to set her up, specifically Alyssa Hebb and Reese Klowetzer. But again, not a lot has developed here for Jordan Callis and the Eagles offensively. They've done a solid job defensively, and Wilmington has just had it in their offensive zone so often here in the first half. Aaron Nisbet has had a few nice saves, and they call offsides, I believe, on Wilmington. That was a close one. Here's Asamoah here on the near side. Asamoah has Larson right on her. Asamoah trying to take on the whole team. And the Wildcats take it right away. McGee. Back to Agostinelli. Agostinelli sends it downfield. Broken up by Leguizamon. Now here's Uhas. Nice defense there from Stiles. It's led to McGee on the near side. McGee tries to elude Leguizamon. And they say it was last touch by McGee. McGee does not like the call at all. And she had a few words to say to the referee. So it'll be a throw in here for the Wildcats on the near side. Marino will throw it in. Nice tackle there from Wands. As we get a little bit of a late whistle there, Restrepo draws the contact on Hebb. So we'll have a free kick here right at midfield.
Let's go. Come on, Amelia.
It's a very nice ball. And Heb able to jump up to make sure it doesn't go over her head. 15:35 to play here in the first half.
Good, Alicia.
Ball in midfield. Here's an opening possibly for the Eagles. Kloetzer with the touch. Sirianni now gets plummeled right to the ground as they call the whistle, and Sirianni is a little shaken up as she gets up, trying to walk it off here. Looks like that right ankle might be bothering her. 15 minutes to play here in the first half, 30 minutes gone. As we'll have a free kick here for the Eagles. It'll be Alyssa Heb with her strong leg to send it away. Line drive kick towards the box, and a little perplexing there as it looked like McGee just lost her footing there as we get some substitutions in now. Anna Eka for the Eagles has checked in, and Amelia Aquino into the game now for Wilmington. Eka is a 5'7" junior. She's a forward from Kassel, Germany. 14:15 to play here in the first half. No shots on net yet for the Eagles. Gazamon sends it downfield as that will be knocked out of play. Last touch by Aquino. So we'll have a throw in here on the near side for the Eagles. Kloetzer gets out of the double team. Tries to lead Callis. But Callis was not able to get there, but it was last touch by the Wildcats. There'll be a throw in here for Sirianni and the Eagles. Sirianni leads McGee, and they call a whistle and a foul on the Wildcats. As the coaching staff for the Wildcats not too pleased at that foul. So it'll be Alyssa Heb for the free kick here on the near side with 13:10 to play here in the first half. Heb with a nice ball to that left post. It is headed in. Oh, what a play by the Eagles for the equalizer. Couldn't see who headed that in, but we'll get that for you in just a moment. It is 1-1. Big time play there for the Eagles, and they tie it up with 12:50 to play here in the first half. So we have a brand new ball game as the Eagles have the momentum now.
Hey! One block!
We'll have a corner kick in that far corner for the Wildcats at 12:25 to play here in the first half.
You gotta get in! You gotta be on the end!
That ball is sent towards the middle, as it will sail out of play, and we'll have a throw in for the Wildcats on the near side. As we have a Eagles shaking up on the turf, and the clock stops with 12:01 to play here in the first half. That is Amber McGee. She gets up, and she calls off the training staff. Excuse me, no, she will not call off the training staff. She will be taken off of the pitch, and she'll get checked out here with 12:01 to play in the first half. 1-1 game here between the Wildcats and the Eagles. If you were just tuning in, it was the Wildcats striking first at the 35th minute to play in the first half. And then just recently, last minute, the Eagles struck right back with a header in net. We still don't know who put that into the back of the net, but we'll get that for you in just a moment as Nisbet comes out of the box to swallow it up with 11:40 to play here in the first half.
Head the ball! Head the ball!
Now it'll be the Eagles. 11:15 to play here in the first half. They'll get a free kick here. So Sirianni will not ghost the kick this time. She did last time on the play where the Eagles were able to get their first goal of the game. Head towards the right post. As that will sail towards the near corner. Will it go out of play? Yes, it will. And I believe they say it was last touched by the Eagles. So we'll have a goal kick here for Wilmington. So Ellie Lawrence just checks in for the first time for Wilmington, wearing number 33 on the back of her jersey, the 5'4" junior. That's a beautiful line drive kick. It just sails out of play. A little over 10 minutes to play here in the first half. 1-1 game here between the Eagles and the Wildcats, as today is the start of conference play for your post-university Eagles. 1-3 on the season, but it is a new season that has commenced today. Conference play, CACC play. 9:40 to play here in the first half, 1-1 game. Larson with a nice juke leads it for Restrepo. Restrepo now towards middle of the field, and it's broken up by Stiles. Agostinelli broke that up and sent it out of play. So we'll have a throw in here on the far side for the Wildcats. 9:15 to play here in the first half. Agostinelli in a foot race here. Give and go action with Callis and Agostinelli. Eka comes to get it at midfield, and that is taken away by Anna Lucic. It's like taking candy away from a baby right there. As Restrepo will come back to get it right at midfield. Right behind her is Kloetzer. Restrepo calling for some help.
Don't run away from the ball. Check to the ball.
8.5 to play here in the first half. We just found out that it was Amber McGee that headed it into the back of the net for the Eagles. That is McGee's second goal on the season. She has now tied Jordan Callis for the team leader in goals. $7:50 to play here in the first half. Ball in midfield. Legazeman shares it to Lucic. Right behind her is Eka. And now here comes the Eagles. McGee touches it to Agostinelli. Agostinelli, the line drive kick down here on the near side. Jordan Callis trying to turn on the Jets, and Lawrence sends it out of play with 7:20 to play here in the first half. There'll be a throw in here for the Eagles.
Start moving.
Augustinelli with some great energy for the Eagles. As she forces the turnover, Callis gets pummeled to the ground. As that is an easy whistle, the official right there. So we'll have a free kick here for the Eagles. It'll be Heb to take you right at midfield. 6:15 to play here in the first half. Will we head into halftime tied up at one apiece, or will one of these teams put themselves in front heading into halftime? 6 minutes, we'll find out. As Nakashima comes out of net. And here comes the Wildcats on the move. Ball on that far sideline right at midfield. Now the Eagles will gain possession. Nisbet will reset things for the Eagles. Touches it to Amber McGee, who had the lone goal for the Eagles here in this one. Bad pass, it's intercepted by Larson. Now here's Heb trying to fight with Uhas. Now Restrepo. Great play there from Eka. Here comes Eka out of the pack. And Eka has provided some great minutes here, as she has checked in here in the latter part of this first half. As a reserve, it's all about staying ready on that sideline. You know, you could either sulk from not playing or just be ready for your moment, and Anna Eka has chosen the second path. Callis. An opportunity here for the Eagles. Callis eludes her defender. Sends a kick. That is swallowed up right by Nakashima. And that shows you the ability of Jordan Callis. Very low to the ground, as she only stands at 5'3", but she is very shifty. 4:20 to play here in the first half. Kloetzer shares it to Meyer. Zoe Meyer coming on that far sideline. Meyer with a nice ball, broken up by Leguizamon. As we get a foul right there on Meyer, climbing the shoulders of Restrepo, I believe. So a little under 4 minutes to play here in this first half. 2 shots on goal for the Eagles, 2 shots on goal for the Wildcats. And we are at a 1-1 standoff here. As we are at the home stretch of this first half. Meyer shares it to Sirianni. Sirianni goes back to Styles. Ball in midfield. Wildcats and Eagles fighting for it. As we get a substitution coming in for both squads. For the Eagles, it's Larissa Bluenchili into the game for the first time. She'll sub out Sirianni, and Sammy Bennett into the game for the first time for the Wildcats. Aquino will go to the bench with 2:50 to play in this first half. Kloetzer in midfield, hounded by multiple Wildcats. Now it's Eka on that far sideline. And what a smart play there from White, as she knew that she was in some trouble, knocked it off of Eka out of play. But the throw-in does not lead to possession for the Wildcats, as that is knocked out of play by Lucic with 2:10 to play here in the first half. So we'll have a throw-in with Augustinelli. Number 12 tosses it in, intended for Callis. Callis has 3 Wildcats right around her. And here, incoming is Kloetzer. Got tripped up, but no whistle called there. 1:50 to play here in the first half. We'll have a throw in here for the Eagles on the near sideline. 90 seconds to play here in the first half. Ball knocked out of play by the Wildcats. Haley McGee will come in to throw it in. She probably has the most powerful throw-in on the team. And she tosses that in towards the right post. Blue and Sheely gets a foot on it. Restrepo here on the near side. Eagles need to get back.
1 minute remaining.
Restrepo sends it to the right post. Ball right in front of the nets. We have a whistle. We have a whistle. And it will go against Wilmington. Believe we had an offside call right there. So wow, just that could have been a very big play for Wilmington.
Let's keep it up there, girls. 30 left.
And the Eagles have really cleaned it up from that first 10 to 15 minutes, but they showed some glimpses of their early going here in this one. Just being a little bit delayed to getting to the ball and having that second step.
8, 7.
But again, they dodge a bullet right there.
5, 4, 3.
The first half will
2,
conclude.
1.
It is the Eagles 1, the Wildcats 1, as we will head into halftime, knotted up at 1 apiece. You are listening to the Post University Women's Soccer here on TNN, presented by the CACC Network. right, we welcome you back here to Lemoy Field on the campus here at Post University in Waterbury, Connecticut. We are tied up at 2 apiece as we are getting ready to start the second half here between Post and Wilmington. Women's soccer, Griffin Castle on hand. Glad you could be with us here on TNN, presented by the CACC Network on this cloudy, windy Saturday afternoon in Waterbury, Connecticut. Looking at who scored the 2 goals for both squads, it was Amber McGee for Post and Manuela Restrepo on that PK at the 35th minute remaining in that first half for Wilmington. And that's where we stand here at 1-1 as we are getting ready for the second half. It is underway with the Wildcats controlling possession. And this is the start of a new season here for the Eagles. Conference play. 1-3 on the season. But this game is the first of conference play. A new season. And Amber McGee playing some bully ball here on the near side. That's more of a throw-in, and she'll lead Asamoah to that left corner. And it was a great start for Wilmington in the first half of that first half. And then it was the Eagles able to get some momentum going. And then that beautiful ball that Alyssa had on the free kick sent to that left post. And Amber McGee was able to get her head on it and put it into the back of the net. A minute played here in the second half. We'll have a throw-in here on the near side for your Eagles. Beautiful throw-in right at the left post, and it's swallowed up by Nakashima. Ball in midfield here. Nice ball to that far corner. Broken up now by the Wildcats. Payne has Asamoah right behind her. Payne angling to her left. And now it's the Eagles breaking up with Asamoah on that near far side. Some nice passing here from the Wildcats. Something they did very well in the beginning of that first half, but then it was the Eagles that were able to get their passes on point and to the proper targets. Here is White. Oh, she nutmegged Tarantino, put it right through her legs, and that is knocked out of play. Last touch by Wilmington as Payne has some words to the officials. They didn't think that she'd touch it out last. So 42-15 remaining here in regulation. And 2 shots on goal for the Eagles, 2 for the Wildcats. As Tarantino hits it right off of the face of Payne, and Payne is a little shaken up. Kloetzer using her body well here on the near side, and it's knocked out of play. Last touch by number 10 for the Eagles. As Payne looks like she is okay now. After she took that soccer ball right to the face. 41-40 to play here in regulation. The throw in here for the Wildcats on the near side. Payne looks okay. It just looked like she's a little mad now after getting a ball to the face, as that is knocked out of play. And we'll have a corner here. The first of the second half here for the Wildcats. 41-50 to play. Corner here in the right corner. It'll be Wands to boot it. Nice line drive. Ball goes to the right post. Broken up by the Eagles. And some beautiful defense there from Post. That's a nice kick by Corciani.
Come on! Come on! Next ball.
Ball in midfield. Blue and Sheely touches it to Asamoah. Asamoah met by White. Asamoah met by 2 Wildcats, and it's knocked out of play. Last touch by Wilmington. 40.5 to play here in regulation. 1-1 ball game. Tarantino sends it in. McGee in midfield has the lone goal for the Eagles. It was her second on the year, as Agostinelli was touching that sideline on the far side, so it'll be a turnover there. 5 minutes played here in the second half. And Griffin Cass on hand here on TNN, presented by the CACC Network. And right after this, it is the men's team taking on the Wildcats at 2:30. Beginning their conference play. Legazamon tracks it down in that far corner. Kloetzer is right on her hip. Maurice Kloetzer has been such a bright spot for this Eagles squad. 39:20 to play here in the first half. The Wildcats are on the move with the ball in their attacking zone. Lucic trying to elude defenders. Nice clear out there from the Eagles. Kloetzer gets shoved right in the back, and that's an easy call. As Legazamon goes down to the turf. As the training staff here for the Eagles will attend to the Wildcat down on the field. And that is Maria Legazamon, the 5'7" sophomore. She's a marketing major at Wilmington. Legazamon, coming into this one, has appeared in 2 games, started in both of them. She's recorded a shot on goal. And she is helped up to the turf. And that's a beautiful sign for Wildcat fans. She's able to walk on her own as well. Again, just a great sign for Wilmington fans. She's an integral part of this 2023 squad. As Amelia Larson comes in for Legazamon. And we are ready to resume play here with 38-48 remaining in the second half. It'll be Alyssa Hebb for the free kick right at midfield. Hebb slipped right before she kicked it. Surprised that she was able to get that much on the kick as she slipped to the ground. So it'll be a foot race on that far side. Hebb sends it back to Nisbet. Nisbet sends a line drive towards midfield. Now it's Restrepo. Tarantino coming in to get involved. Beautiful play there from Sierra Tarantino. Now it's Asamoah trying to take out her do-it-yourself kit. She leads it to McGee on the near side. And McGee had it taken away by White out of play, so we'll have a throw-in for the Eagles. 7 minutes gone here in this second half. 38 to play in regulation. Throw in here for the Eagles on that far sideline with 37:25 to play here in regulation. Kloetzer gets tripped up right there, right in front of the official. Drew Uhas gets called for the foul. And Kloetzer and the Eagles will have a free kick. It'll be Head to take the free kick, as she typically does. This is a good opportunity for Head to... It'll be interesting to see what she tries to do here. Will she try and lead a teammate, or will she try and deliver a strike into the back of the net? She will try and lead a teammate. Bicycle kick there, right in front of the nets, as Asamoah takes it right out of the hands of Nakashima. And it'll be Wilmington possession here with 36-20 to play in regulation.
Shield it out. Let's go, Alicia.
Throw in here for the Wildcats on the near side. Nine minutes played here in the second half. Wands works it back to Nakashima. Two shots on goal for the Wildcats, two for the Eagles. Nice tackle there from Asamoah, as she's able to quickly get up to her feet. And it's last touched by the Eagles, so we'll have a throw in here on the near side for Wilmington. Asamoah gets a foot on it. Lydia Asamoah has just brought fantastic energy to this match, as it is Larson trying to lead her teammates. Nisbet will come out of net, and she'll swallow it up with 35-15 to play here in regulation. And again, going back to Lydia Asamoah, the 5-foot senior from Manchester, Connecticut. Now, she's not someone that is going to probably get all of the attention, but she is someone that makes plays for this Eagles squad. And she might not be an active goal scorer, as that's a kick sent right to Nisbet. But Asamoah has just done all the right things here for the Eagles here in this match. Provided a lot of hustle for Renato Topoli's squad, as that sails right over her head out of play. Nice ball there. Lucic here on the near side sends it towards the middle. Restrepo. Shot was deflected by the Eagles. I believe the Wildcats sideline is looking for a handball on Styles. 33-45 to play in regulation, as that will be a high kick sent downfield by Nisbet. Kloetzer gets a foot on it. Kloetzer on the far side. Kloetzer angles towards the middle. Blue and Sheely now over to Asamoah. It'll be a foot race to that near corner. White sends it out of play. Here comes Payne. That is out of the reach of Larson, as it goes out of play with 12 minutes gone here in the second half. Tarantino will throw in here right at midfield on the near side. And Kloetzer gets shoved to the ground by Lucic. And the official is going to have a word with number 3 on the Wilmington side. Heb will take the free kick. Tarantino lurking. Really enjoyed that play for the Eagles on the goal that they had where Heb sent the free kick. But Sirianni ghosted the kick. It looked like Sirianni was going to take the kick, then she ghosted it, moved to the right side. Heb sent a nice ball to the left post. Expect for the Eagles to go to that a lot more throughout the season. And a play that they can go back to here in this one. I mean, you would assume that Wilmington would have their eyes all covered on that. Restrepo has it taken away by multiple Eagles. 31-40 to play here in regulation. And we get a whistle going against Wilmington, and a yellow card is assessed. I believe they get Lucic for the yellow card. Will be a free kick here for the Eagles. McGee sends it to the far side. Augustinelli, beautiful ball, the header! And we get an offsides on the Eagles. That was a beautiful ball by Kayla Augustinelli. One of the nicer passes we have seen all day. But unfortunately for the Eagles, they were offsides. That is White taking some ankles. And that is knocked out of play by Heb. 14 minutes played here in the second half. 31 to play in regulation.
There you go, good. Look it on. Foul, it's a foul.
Last touch by the Wildcats. Tarantino to toss in. Eagles will redo the throw in here. A little closer to their goal. Nice ball there from Asamoah. Uhas shares it. Beautiful play from Tarantino. And a shot on net by Larson is wide right of the post as Nisbet will set things up here for the Eagles. A little under 30 minutes to play in regulation, 1-1 game. That ball is knocked out of play as Kaylee Sirianni getting set to come back into the game for the Eagles. White eludes Asamoah, sends it towards the middle. Restrepo still has it. Lucic. And it'll be cleared by Styles. Nice passing here from the Wildcats. Payne towards the middle. A little too strong on that pass. And that ball is on the far side. 28-25 to play here in regulation. We'll have a throw-in for the Wildcats on that far sideline. Cloettes are battling. Now Lucic. Didn't see White, sends a kick. And the coaching staff here for Wilmington telling that they should move the ball around a little bit there and not take that shot, as that is not a high percentage look. 27:45 to play here in regulation. Line drive kick towards Asamoah. Asamoah cannot handle it. She gains it back. Back to Tarantino. Tarantino with a nice foot towards Kloetzer. Kloetzer now here on the near side. Kloetzer turning on the Jets. Kloetzer sends it towards McGee. Corciani comes to get it. Heb. Asamoah. McGee now had it taken away by Corciani. Corciani sends it to Blue and Sheely. Blue and Sheely not able to get the proper foot on it. Now it goes to the far side and Augustinelli. Ball gets sent to that far corner. It's a foot race between the two number 17s. Callis trying to battle and she ends up on the turf. And the whistle is called on the Wildcats. Sirianni back into the game. Blue and Sheely will come to the sidelines. 26:40 to play here in regulation. We'll have a corner kick for the Eagles in that far corner. I believe that is Sierra Tarantino to take it. Yes, that is Tarantino. Missed the kick. Not the ideal kick there from Tarantino. And now here comes the Wildcats on the move. Ball out of the reach. Tarantino comes to get it. Kloetzer looking for a teammate. Kloetzer touches it. Tarantino here on the near side. Tarantino realizing or not realizing that she was pretty open there. And the ball eludes her and it goes out of play. So we'll have a throw in for the Wildcats here on the near side. 25:45 to play in regulation. 1-1 game. The start of conference play for both squads. Biggest game of the season up to this point. Sirianni. It goes over the head of Moreno. Callis not able to get around Wands, and now it goes to the far sideline. Lucic. Ball out of the reach. McGee sends it to her sister, Haley McGee, battling. McGee has it taken away, and a whistle is called on McGee. As McGee is a little frustrated. A little under 25 to play here in regulation. Neither of these squads giving each other an inch. What else would you expect? It's CACC play here in the 2023 campaign. Callis coming in, and she gets sent to the ground. Moreno thought that was a little bit of a ticky-tack foul. Either way, it'll be a free kick here for the Eagles, right inside of midfield. Basically right at midfield. Heb just goes right back to McGee. Now here is Stiles on the near side. Some substitutions coming in for Wilmington. Coaching staff looking for a spark. It'll be Rakisha Days coming into the game. Ortiz and Days getting set to bring in some energy for Wilmington. Payne comes out. Days and Ortiz seeing their first action here. Ortiz is actually from Norwalk, Connecticut. Not too far away from here. She went to Brian McMahon High School. She's majoring in psychology. She's a junior that stands at 5'4". And for Days, she's a 5'7" senior from St. Elizabeth, Jamaica. Nice play here from McGee, trying to take out her do-it-yourself kit, but too many Wildcats around her. 22:50 to play here in regulation, 1-1 game. Wands leads it for Uhas. Uhas met by Heb. Wands sends it downfield to that far sideline. Larson now leads it for Days. The fresh legs into the game now for Wilmington. Shot on net. Beautiful save from Nisbet. She says, no, 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 not in my house. You guys are not going up 2-1 right now. 22 to play here in regulation. 1-1 game. Aaron Nisbet, the first year, has had a sensational game here. Basically a perfect game. If it not for that penalty kick. As we will have a throw-in here on the near sideline for Wilmington. And we'll get some substitutions coming into the game for Wilmington as well. Ellie Lawrence and Sammy Bennett on the sideline getting ready to check in at the next whistle. Ball right in front of the net, cleared by McGee. White tries to get it to Restrepo. Restrepo with some sauce right there. Towards the middle, Days right in front of it. Eagles need to clear it out. Restrepo gets tripped up, and a whistle is called on Asamoah. Big call that goes in favor of Wilmington. And we'll have another PK here. It'll be Restrepo. She knocked in the lone PK with 35 minutes to play in the first half. What does she do here with 21 to play in the second? Same result. 2-1 Wilmington. Manuela Restrepo delivering here for the Wildcats. 2 penalty kicks, 2 goals for Restrepo, and it's 2-1 Wildcats here with exactly 21 minutes to play here in regulation. Moreno and Lucic will come out here with 21 to play. Alright, the Eagles working from behind for the rest of this one. Some unfortunate calls that do not go their way. Leads to 2 penalty kicks. And now here's Restrepo on the other end. Leads Days. Tarantino intercepts it, and Tarantino clears it. Uhas shares it to Larson. Lawrence. Larson has it now. Taken away by the Eagles. Tasia Ferreira into the game now for the Eagles, wearing number 7 on the back of her jersey. Ferreira from Bridgeport, Connecticut. And Callis is knocked to the turf by Ortiz. Callis is very tough. She gets right back up on her feet. It'll be a free kick here for the Eagles. Tarantino with a line drive kick. Nice passing here from the Wildcats. Uhas tries to lead Larson, but it's broken up by the Eagles. Asamoah now hounded by some Wildcats, and she taps it to Heb. 19:25 to play here in regulation. Callis here on the near side in a foot race. Callis gets shoved to the ground. And we will have a free kick here for the Eagles. 19:05 to play here in regulation. 2-1 Wildcats. If you're just tuning in, it has been Manuela Restrepo with 2 penalty kicks and 2 goals for the Wildcats. Amber McGee had the lone goal for the Eagles. And that was a beautiful ball by Sirianni, but it is vacuumed in by Nakashima. 18:35 to play here in regulation.
Let's go, Nick. Let's use it.
Desperate times incoming here for the Eagles. It'll be Kloetzer tapping it right back to Amber McGee. McGee tries to lead Asamoah in that far corner. Asamoah looking to turn the corner on the right side. And she is just blocked off by Lawrence. Great defense there from Ellie Lawrence, the 5'4 junior. As Zoe Meyer will come back into the game for the Eagles with 18 minutes to play here in regulation.
Let's keep position flat.
Asamoah comes out. And Meyer comes in. Corciani sends it downfield. Hebb breaks up the momentum, and we'll have a throw in here for the Eagles on the near sideline. 17.5 to play in regulation. It is about to be desperation time for this Eagles squad, looking to tie up this game at 2 apiece. 3 shots on goal for Wilmington, 2 for post. Days looking for position. Sends it towards the middle. That's a beautiful pass. Restrepo for her third. Oh, Manuela Restrepo has come to Lemoy Field, and she has brought her A game. That is 3 goals for Restrepo. And it is 3-1 Wilmington here with 16:58 to play in regulation. Restrepo adding to her total. What a performance here today for the redshirt sophomore. Coming into the broadcast, thought of her as a possible difference maker here for this Wilmington squad, and she has surely been that difference maker for the Wildcats. Ferreira now, left-handed kick. Oh, what a snipe! Tasia Ferreira with a beautiful goal. And here comes the Eagles. They are now within 1 just like that. 16:38 to play here in regulation. Tasia Ferreira. Her first goal of the season. And it's 2-3 Wildcats with 16 minutes and 38 seconds to play here in regulation. My goodness. It looked like she was trying to pass that to a teammate, but no, she was going for the goal right there. And it works. Tasia Ferreira, the Connecticut native from Bridgeport, Connecticut. She played her high school soccer at Notre Dame Catholic. And we have a brand new game here. Tasia Ferreira with one of the most nasty goals you will see so far this season. A little over 16 minutes to play. 1 goal game. Wildcats 3, Eagles 2. Restrepo with all 3 for the Wildcats. Has it taken away by Kloetzer. Now it is Meyer on that far side. Dangerous ball here for the Eagles. That is knocked out of play. Last touch by Wilmington. 15:40 to play in regulation. It'll be a throw-in for the Eagles. Styles clears it. A little over 15 minutes to play here in regulation. Shot on goal, wide right. Haley McGee back into the game. Kloetzer will come to the sidelines. 15 minutes to play here in regulation. McGee trailing.
Gabby, you gotta head it.
Nakashima sends it to midfield on a high kick. Tarantino
Come on,
heads it out of play.
Come on.
14-10 to play here in regulation. 3-2 Wilmington.
Keep talking, Glass. Can we keep it? Let's go, bud.
Throwing here for the Wildcats on the near side. Days battling with Styles. Restrepo looking for her fourth goal of the game. A nice ball wide left of the nets. 13:35 remaining here in regulation. Goal kick here from Nisbet.
Hey, midfield's coming your way, midfield. Why you gotta slide? Okay, where the ball is. Hey, midfield. As he goes across, that moves to go this side of the post. The whole midfield has to be on that side of the post. You were on the wrong
Throwing here for the Wildcats on the near side, right at midfield. It will be White to toss it in. 12:40 to play here in regulation. White, the throw-in. Tarantino, the header. McGee coming in. Uhas taps it, intercepted by McGee. Ferreira now trailing. Ferreira turning on the Jets. That's knocked out of play. Throw in here for the Eagles on that far side. Meyer triggers it in. Sirianni will send a kick with authority. And Nakashima barely had to move there to catch the ball. A little under 12 minutes to play here in regulation. 3-2 Wilmington. Knocked out of play. We'll have a throw in here for the Eagles. Tarantino to toss it in. Corciani with a nice boot downfield. Restrepo met by McGee. Now it is Payne here on the near side. Payne battling with Tarantino. Knocked out of play, last touch by Tarantino. As we have some substitutions coming back into the game for Wilmington. Larson comes back in. Days will come out. We'll have a throw in here on the near side. White to trigger. Ball towards the middle. Restrepo comes to retrieve it. Taps it to Larson. Larson sends it back, and it is broken up by Heb. 10:35 to play here in regulation. Eagles trailing by one. They are looking for one. Ferreira.
Come on, Sammy! Get in!
Larson. White. Towards the middle. Beautiful ball. But Lucic is not able to get her foot on it properly to send it into the back of the net. And now it'll be a goal kick here for Nisbet. She'll go towards the near side in Styles. Styles sends it ahead to McGee. McGee looking for position. McGee in a foot race now. McGee leads it for Ferreira, and it's broken up by Corciani. 9.5 to play here in regulation. Lucic coming back into the game for Wilmington. Lucic. Bad pass. Meyer takes it away. Meyer leads it towards Ferrero. What a nice slide tackle there from Wands. A lot of contact there on that far sideline. And the whistle will go against the Eagles. We'll have a free kick here for Wilmington with 8.5 to play here in regulation. 3-2 Wildcats. So I would throw in here on the far side. And that is cleared out of play by Lawrence. 7:50 to play here in regulation. Kloetzer will come back into the game. The 5'10 freshman.
Alicia, be aware! Alicia!
Clock is moving. Throwing on the far side for the Eagles. Nice throwing. Ball in front of that. McGee tried to go to the bicycle kick there, but to no avail.
Everything's big out of the back. Put it!
Golden opportunity there for the Eagles. It just slips right by them. 7 minutes to play here in regulation. Nakashima sends it out of play. Throw in here for the Eagles right at midfield on the far side. Styles gambled, and it might prove to be the dagger. No, it is not. Wide right of the nets. Larson not able to make the Eagles pay for gambling right there. 6:20 to play in regulation. Styles goes to the far side in McGee. McGee shares it to Heb. The Eagles are in desperation mode. Chasing one. It's the freshman Callis on the far side. Clearly gets tripped up, and that will be a whistle going against Wilmington. 6 minutes to play. Free kick here for Heb. Sirianni will go away. There's the 5'10". What a nice shot there from Heb. The 5'10 junior almost put it into the back of the net there from near midfield. Ball sent towards the left post. Now towards the right post. Callis gets her head on it. And it is cleared towards that far corner. Callis met by two Wildcats. Gets it back to Sirianni, and the theft from Restrepo. Big play there for the Wildcats. Agostinelli hits the turf. Ball goes out of play on that far side. 4:35 remaining in regulation.
Play corner flag.
Clock stops at 4:35. It'll be a free kick here for Wilmington on that far sideline right at midfield. Corciani will send a boot. A little bit of a weak line drive kick there. Corciani coming back in. A little under 4.5 to play in regulation. Ferreira on that far side. Leading it for McGee. Coming out of net is Nakashima, and she kicks it out of play. Throwing on that far side for the Eagles. A lot of physical play there happening at midfield, and that shot is wide left of the net. And for the Eagles, it is time to start taking some shots on goal. 3:45 remaining here in regulation. 4 shots on goal for the Wildcats, 3 for the Eagles. And it'll be a goal kick here from Nakashima. Nice line drive kick here towards the near sideline. And a free kick here. Lucic gets called for the whistle. And Jeff Zoyak is irate on the near sideline for the Wildcats. Here's head kick. Beautiful ball towards the right post. Oh, a golden opportunity there for the Eagles. It eludes them. And we'll have a substitution coming in for Wilmington. It is Bennett. Clock stops at 3:04.
She got about 5.
Little under 3 minutes to play. Ferreira.
Let's go black!
The first one.
Don't go negative! Forward, B!
Forward, man. Just play the ball forward.
Ball goes out of play. A mistake there from the Wildcats. Eagles will have a throw-in. It seems as if... Oh! What a look there for Amber McGee. It seems as if the Wildcats are just giving opportunities here for the Eagles at the home stretch of this one. 2:15 to play. And if the Eagles are not able to mount this comeback and they lose 3-2, still a lot of great things to take away from this one. They fought really hard towards the end. Excuse me, they fought all the way to the end. Sirianni battling. And we get the whistle called on Sirianni. 1:45 to play in regulation. Free kick here for the Wildcats. Corciani sends it downfield. 90 seconds to play here in regulation. It's a steep climb now for the Eagles. But again, just so many positives to take away from this one. Renato Topoli and the rest of his staff will go back to the drawing board after this one.
One minute remaining.
A minute to play here at Lemoy Field in Waterbury, Connecticut. Do the Eagles have one final push in them here in these last few seconds? 45 remaining. 30 seconds remaining here for the Eagles. Time winding down. They'll have a corner kick in that far corner. Sirianni will take it. A lot of urgency here from Sirianni. Sends it towards the middle, broken up. Now Nisbet out of net. It's almost like pulling the goalie.
10, 9,
And this will be the dagger
6, 5,
for Wilmington.
3,
They'll take this one 4-2.
1.
Very hard-fought game for the Eagles. They fall to Wilmington 4-2 in their CACC opener. Wilmington will improve to 2-1-2 overall. Posts will fall to 1-4. Posts will play at Jefferson this upcoming Saturday and a week from today, and Wilmington will also play at Jefferson on Wednesday, the 27th. We'll throw 2 seconds on the board here to close this one out, but it'll be Wilmington improving to 2-1-2 on the season. Post falls to 1-4. The men's team coming up next here at 2:30. Final score, Wilmington 4, Post 2. You were listening to Women's Soccer here on TNN, presented by the CACC Network. We'll be back for men's soccer, Post versus Wilmington at 2:30.